Hello everyone, my name is I Putuigi Pratama, and today I want to explain about correlation analysis between two data. And now I have the two data here. The LM is learning motivation, and the GM is growth mindset. So today we want to see. We move to the research question first. The research question is there any significant correlation between learning motivation and growth mindset? So, the hypothesis is the HO, there is no significant correlation between learning motivation and growth mindset. And HA, there is a significant correlation between learning motivation and growth mindset. So we move to the prerequisite test for correlation. We need to the, well, first we need to see if the data is normally distributed or not. So we need to do the normality test. We move here, analyze, descriptive to statistic, explore, put both of the dependent list, put the variable to the dependent list because it's not a t-test. And then click plot. You need to check the normality plot with test and the histogram, then continue. Okay. And then scroll below, you see the test result of the normality. We need to see if the p-value is above 0.05. And in Kolmogorov-Smirnov, both learning motivation and growth mindset has the significant value of 0.200, which is higher than the 0.05. And in Shapiro-Wilk, learning motivation has significant value of 0.779, and growth mindset has a significance value of 0.611, which is above the 0.05 also, which means that the the data is normally distributed. So we can move to the next step. Before that, we need to see the histogram. We need to check if the data is normally distributed by showing the distribution curve. Click here, normal, close, close. As you can see, the learning motivation is approximately fitting the bell curve. So the data is approximately normally distributed. So move to the growth mindset, double click, show distribution curve, normal, close, close. The growth mindset also showing that the data is fitting the bell curve. So both growth mindset and learning motivation is approximately normally distributed. So we move to the next test, which is we need to see the deviation from linearity. So we need to use the analyze, compare means. You can put any variable to the dependent or the independent. So because there's it didn't matter anyway. So I put learning motivation independent, growth mindset in there. So next you go to the options. You in the statistic for the first layer, you check the ANOVA table and the test for linearity and then continue. Okay, now done. And then you go to the ANOVA table. In here you can see the result of linearity and deviation from the linearity. In deviation from the linearity test, we need to see does it deviate from the linear? Is it if it above the p value above the 0.05, it's not deviate. If it's not, it's deviate. We can see the deviation from linearity. The significance value is 0.877, which is above the 0.05 though. So the data is not deviate from the linearity. Then we move to the linearity test. Is it a significant? Which is the linear test. We see the significance value is I'm sorry, 0.805. So it means that the data is not significantly linear because the p-value is above 0.05. So it didn't fulfill the Pearson correlation, and we need to use the Spearman correlation. You also need to see the scatter dot here, we need graph, legacy dialog, scatter dot, simple scatter, divide. I put the y axis in the learning motivation and growth mindset to x axis. Okay. This is the scatter dot. As you can see, the data is not equal, and you go to the here, click double click, use at fit line at the total, linear, close, close. As you can see, the data here is the scatter plot show that the relationship between learning motivation and growth mindset, although regression has slight negative slope, the trend is nearly flat, indicating that there is no linear relationship between the two variables. So we after that, since we did not fulfill the linearity test here because it's is it not significantly linear, we need to use the Spearman correlation to analyze correlate, bivariate. You need to put both of the variable to the here, and then since you use Spearman, make sure that you already check the Spearman and the correlation coefficient. Remember the two-tailed flag significant correlation, and okay. After that, we move. Finally, we have to conduct that. The correlation coefficient was 0.011 with the significant value uh, 0.900. The coefficient indicates a very weak positive correlation between the variable. However, because the p-value is 0.900, it is not statistically significant because it's above 0.05. Therefore, uh, the conclusion is the HO is accepted and the HA is rejected. And then we can say that there is no significant correlation between learning motivation and growth mindset. That's all from me, and thank you for listening.